everyone! Happy holidays! Since it's the season of giving, I thought we would do today's video on the concept of paying it forward. The quote we're using today is not an Uguay quote. And I have to be honest, I did know that I was going to run out at some point, right? I just didn't expect it to be like this early on. Yeah, so we can expect the rest of my break to be me rewatching the Kung Fu Panda movies, looking for really cool, insightful things that Master Uguay says that I can actually use as content. But for now, here's our quote of the day. If you can't pay it back, pay it forward. And this is a quote by Catherine Ryan Hyde. Let me break down my thought process, right? Here's the thing about doing nice things for people. The feeling you get after you do them just doesn't get old, right? Like, it doesn't matter how many times you do something nice for someone, you're gonna feel good after. There's always gonna be, like, times where doing nice things for someone is going to get taken advantage of. Like, if you do something nice for someone, there's a chance you're gonna be taken advantage of for doing it. The thing is, though, the psychology of doing something nice for someone else totally checks out. And there's tons of studies on this too. A lot of them revolving around money, which, let's be honest, everybody likes. Like, okay, when you get those birthday cards or like Christmas cards and there's money in them, everybody works so hard to ignore that money and try to appreciate that message. But in the end, we all know how that goes, right? So a lot of studies revolving around money. And it's interesting because these studies, like, depending on which ones you look at, could be used in favor for paying something forward, and it could also be used against. So here's something that's really interesting, right? One particular study, they gave members of the study either $5 or $20, and they give them the option that, okay, you can either spend X amount of money on you, or you can use this money and spend it on someone else. Right? And then they were asked to measure their happiness levels after doing such a thing, right? Interestingly, regardless of how much money they were given, like regardless of whether it was $5 or $20, people who spent that money on someone else were significantly happier in the results. Which is crazy, because you would think, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna go out there and buy myself something like really nice that I've wanted for so long, and it's gonna make me happy. Right? Versus like this whole concept of me giving away my money to someone else and getting someone else something that they've wanted for so long. Right? And why is this the case? Well, in psychology, there's a phenomenon called hedonic adaptation. Now, hedonic adaptation is really interesting because it's kind of counterintuitive to everything we try to do. Right? Essentially, it's this. When you buy something, right, or when you invest in an object, the joy that you get from it is minimal. Eventually, it's going to wear out and it's going to become just another object. Like, if you spend a lot of money on a car, right, like the first few times you drive in the car, it's got that new car smell, you're like zooming down the freeway, like, it's nice, you like this. But a month or two down the road, you've been doing this on a daily basis now. Now it's just another car, just another drive. It got old. However, just like the happiness from doing something nice for someone else, you can carry that feeling with you for months on end. That's significantly longer than that car you just spent like $40,000 on. So it's worth investing. We should, hone in that Christmas spirit, that holiday spirit where you choose goodness, right? Choose goodness. When you have the opportunity to pay something forward, whether that's something nice that happened to you, or unfortunately something not so nice happened to you. When you have that opportunity, choose goodness, right? You don't have to go out of your way to be mean to someone. And when something nice happens to you, someone like does something sweet for you, again, you don't have to go out of your way and like build them like the Taj Mahal or something. No. Like, okay, obviously that was an extreme example, but just doing something sweet for someone else too. We had this on campus actually back when we had school. Our class office used to pass out these really, really sweet notes where it was like, oh, hey, like, you look great today. Pass it on. Like, that's what the post-it said. And it was just nice to see these on campus, right? Like, students would give them to teachers, students would give them to their friends, students would, like, give it to someone they've never even met before, but they thought, like, needed it. Or just, you know, anyone down the halls. And it did really, really nice things for just, like, the overall vibe on campus, right? Like, it was nice to see, like, a lot of people were just feeling good, whether, like, they knew they needed it or not. And obviously in Corona, that's, like, not super an option. But something that I would recommend, especially because it's holiday season and, like, we're all in, like, the feel-good vibes type of beat, I would say, like, if you have, like, a post-it or something lying around, write a sweet message on it, you know? Like, hey, happy holidays, you are rocking that sweater. Or like, hey, like, I really liked your Christmas lights. And just leave it on someone's, like, door, right? When they open it, they're gonna see it. And it'll do something nice, right? It'll just be like this uplifting, positive message that we can all spread in honor of the holidays. And yeah, of course, this isn't, like, mandatory or anything, but, like, I guess the moral of today's story, even though I'm a horrendous storyteller, is choose goodness, right? When you have the opportunity to do something nice, try it. Like, it's a win-win situation, I promise. Like, you're gonna feel good about it, they're gonna feel good about it, and, like, everyone's feeling good, and we need a lot of that right now. So, if you liked this idea, or you think from now on you'll try, because, like, everyone's human, okay? We can't promise anything. Like, we get angry, we hurt, but we'll try as a collective group to spread goodness. And if you're down for that, remember to hit like and leave a comment too. Like, if you do something sweet for someone, leave a comment. I want to see it. Or if you think of something sweet that someone did for you, leave that in the comments too. I want to read nice things. They make me happy. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to watch me do more fun, exciting things and say more potentially helpful stuff. Anyway, again, happy holidays. I'm recording this on Christmas, so Merry Christmas! And I hope you got nice presents today. See you next time.